everywhere scatter as names of those funding the terrorists is mentioned by Bishop Oyedepo. Tinubu on the run. Church don't close. Everywhere scatter as names of those funding the terrorists is mentioned to Trump by Bishop Oyedepo. Imagine, it shock you. It shock you. I told you people that this sponsors of terrorists, they are not far from us. The people that knows them are very, very close. I'm taking you to a video and I want you to pay attention as you get these people one after the other. Don't blink at that. Let's go there.
I was a young boy, very, very young then, and people were killed in scores. If you are not an Hausa person practicing Muslim in Islam, you were killed. Especially if you are from the southern part of Kaduna, the tribes from the southern part of Kaduna, they were massacred. It was called the Zango Kakafra Watch. And if the next thing they do is to burn churches, kill Christians, and then if they are done with that, then they focus on businesses that is for Igbo people, Igbo-owned businesses, and they destroy it. I grew up knowing that Christians are an endangered species in Nigeria. In the year 2000, when the Sharia riots, I mean, I've heard of the Sharia riots, hundreds of thousands of people were killed in Kaduna. I can remember vividly that we had to defend our house from people. They brought some Fulani boys and they faced our house. They were shooting arrows. They were shooting our zinc. They spot our zinc, shooting arrows. Even though I was a Muslim then, even though my father was a Muslim then, but because majority of the people in our compound were Christians, so they were willing to destroy every one of us because we're living with Christians. I can remember a particular church in Mando, for those that know Mando, in Kaduna, called Chapel of Redemption. That church was destroyed. And so from that time, anytime there's a little hanky-panky in Nigeria, the first target is churches and Christians. And this has prevailed for a long time. Now even if there's a problem with in another country, the Muslim and the Hausas in Nigeria will rise up and begin to kill Christians. How many of you remember the Miswatch crisis in 2002, 2001, 2002? That somebody threw a picture of Muhammad or something in France, long away in France, and they began to fight in Nigeria. Are you following me? Christians are endangered species. Now let me give you, and that's how it has continued. Scores have been killed, and they focus on regions where there is a mixture of both Christianity and Islam. If you look at states like Kaduna, states like Plateau State, states like Nasarawa, states like Taraba, states like Benue, states like Bauchi, states like Gombe, states like Borno. These are places where they focus on because they intend to eliminate every living Christian in that place. Everybody that the body is a total lie because I have grown and lived in the north. I've spent 80 to 80% of my life in the so I understand this thing. Several times, I cannot forget the Sharia riot. We were running for our lives. Even though we're Muslims, we were still running because as far as you are not of the ethnic group practicing what they practice, you are a victim. You can be burned alive. Many of us saw human beings that were burned alive, like roasted like yam. And it has been going on for a long time. The genocide against the Christian faith. Are you with me? Many years ago, in Kano State, a man was beheaded. And anything they talk about that he said blasphemy. And guess who was the person that led it? The man called Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi was one that led him up, and they beheaded him, they killed the woman. They killed him and they put his hand on his head and they were using it to parade the city. You understand of a woman also that is an evangelist. Evangelist Eunice that was preaching about 2016 or 18 in Abuja, and they killed her. We cannot talk about a young girl called Deborah Samuel that was killed. I stood in church, and for years, the people of Plateau have been massacred. Riot breaker every single time. The word that the moment anything happens, the next people that are victims are Christians. And it's unfortunate that all these years the government have not been able to do anything about it. But the agenda is deep. Are you with me this morning? Why am I saying? Because I don't want us to be ignorant people. If I ignorant people, they will control the narrative. And things that let me tell you the truth. God will not come and fight for you. Remove that thing from your mind. If Christians don't rise up, pray from that to tomorrow. God is not coming to fight for you. Are you with me? Now, in the year 2009, Boko Haram started. Boko Haram started because of a section. It was a political movement. They created Boko Haram as a political talks to bring confusion into the government of Goodluck Jonathan. and to be able to destroy any opposition, starting from Borno State, under the watch of a man called Scärtér, which is now the vice president of Nigeria. Scärtér and the other man, Ali Mohammed Sharif. These were the people that started the business of Boko Haram as a political toss to be able to oppose their opponents. But after a time, the ideology grew and they began to destroy. Now, it became a problem and they began to use it to destroy bombing here and there. In 2010, as of 2010, a man led a meeting in Jos. Are you with me? He led a meeting that they were going to annihilate Christians within the locality of Plateau, Bauchi, Kaduna, and Nasarawa. And he said they are going to perform jihad. They will bring jihad and they will go to Peter. If Islamic leaders are not willing to lead them, he is ready to lead the movement. I have the minute of that meeting in my phone presently. Guess who is that person? It's Afan Kamin, that was the former minister of communication under Buhari's regime. And several times, these are people that are terrorist sympathizers. And that is why the Nigerian army are not able to win the war against the terrorism. Because the terrorists have infiltrated the Nigerian ranks, the army ranks, so they cannot win the war. I said Osama bin Laden was a better Muslim than he is. He was sad when Osama bin Laden was killed. And I said it several times that Boko Haram should not be killed. He said that they are Muslim brothers. How do you win a war against terrorism when there are people high in government that are sympathizing to terrorism? How do you win that war? Now, there are 4 categories of insecurity or people that are causing insecurity. Number 1, you have Boko Haram. Number 2, you have bandits. Number 3, you have Fulani herdsmen. Now I'm going to show you how they are connected. Many people don't know. The Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen have one mission. The mission is simple: Islamize Nigeria. Come to a territory that is prison-dominated, kill everybody there to occupy their land. Go to them, look for a community, kill them, occupy their land. That's all it's me. Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen. I do notice the Fulani herdsmen they don't kidnap, they kill. There's hardly a place where the Fulani herdsmen capture. Then they say these are Fulani herdsmen. No, when they go, they kill. How do they kill? They kill with bombs. You must now ask yourself, how does the Fulani man get AK-47? Do you know the cost of one AK-47? One AK-47 is over $1,000 something. Where will the Fulani man be able to obtain to be able to get one AK-47? Are you with me? And now, so you know that there are people that are sponsoring this movement. Then the Fulani, the Boko Haram and the Fulani, they go about Christian-dominated areas. You understand that when this terrorism started in Nigeria, that only people that were killed were Christian churches. You will not hear that they kill anyone. It is Christians and churches. I remember in Kaduna then that churches began to look for security men to guide their churches in every service. Otherwise, you can be in church and the next is boom, everybody dies. And churches that don't have money to hire soldiers began to use some of their members. I was a member of the security team in my church in Tifa in Kaduna in 2010 because we don't stay in the church. Once I come to the church in the morning, we stay outside, moving around patrolling because anybody can come and drop anything. So when Boko Haram started, the majority of Muslims, the Hausa, local Muslims, the Hausa, they were happy. I know of people that were celebrating it. If you see them celebrating, I'll tell you why. At the initial beginning of this thing, they were happy celebrating the killings of Christians. They said they are purging Nigeria of army. It was majorly of Christians and Christian-dominated areas. But when it comes to 2014, the man Buhari and APC that wanted to overthrow the government of Jonathan, by all means, decided to employ mercenaries from Niger, from Chad, from all those Fulani, from other African nations where they are from, and they brought them into Nigeria. What was the goal? The goal was that if Jonathan does not concede defeat in the election, they were going to rain hell on Nigeria. So they brought in these mercenaries, and they equipped them with rifles, the L-Vice, the Buharis. Are you with me? The L-Vice, the Buharis. Every one of these people called APC, they brought in mercenaries and armed them in the bushes and told them to wait. The moment Jonathan did not concede defeat in the election, they were going to start. But unfortunately for them, Goodluck knew of the assignment. He got intel about them because the man said his ambition to know what the plot of millions. So the man conceded defeat and left. And so they declared APC winner. Now, you have already brought people from different parts to come and fight. But when they wanted to come and fight, they did not achieve anymore. So now they left those people in the bush. They left them with guns and ammunition in the bush. And when Buhari became the president, he abandoned them. Instead of them to settle them and let them go back, they abandoned them. And the people saw Nigeria as a place that is good. And the people decided to remain in Nigeria. Those are the people that started bandits. Before, we don't have anything like bandits. Banditry started under the watch of APC, under Buhari, because they were the ones that brought them in. Kidnapping, because they needed to survive. So they started by kidnapping. And they started by kidnapping. And they started by kidnapping. And they started by kidnapping. Over time, now, you understand that there are certain parts of this nation nation where there are mineral resources. Don't be an ignorant Christian. Follow me. Don't be an ignorant Christian. Don't be in a nation where you don't have understanding of what is happening. Now, there are some parts of Nigeria where there are good resources. And this is being illegally mined by elites. The military.
Every Monday, we analyze every email, Slack message, and Zoom call from every employee.
Generals, the oligarchs, the people that are the leadership of the North, they were mining these resources, and the money does not go into the federal government account. So what they do is that they employ the services of this banditry to create two things. Number one, to create diversion. So when you go to Zamfara, that's why you hear that they say there is killing in Zamfara now. It's because of the illegal gold mine. There's gold in Zamfara that they are mining.
What betide that man or woman that will say that genocidal killing of Christians in Nigeria does not exist? You've heard everything this man is saying. You can see his countenance as he's saying them. You can see his emotion. You see, in fact, everything you saw him saying happened before his very presence. You can see the names of people he called. That is to tell you that the people leading us today in this Tinubu administration are the sponsors of the terrorists. I'm telling you, they are sponsors of the terrorists. And that is why everyone is trying to be careful. No wonder when Kashim Shettima was appointed by Tinubu, there was a very serious alarm that you are choosing a sponsor of the terrorist. Look at it. It has been analyzed. Oh my God. My dear listeners, we need to be wise. We need to be wise when making our choice. We need to be wise when making our choice. Please begin to share this video. Don't delay this sharing. Begin to share it. Let it go viral. Let everyone have a copy and duplicate of this. Enough is enough. We must fish these people out. These people are the people Donald Trump is coming for. And this is why we must encourage the coming of Donald Trump to Nigeria. Yes, it will be of great help to us. Begin to share it, please, my dear listeners. Thank you.